Hey guys, so Teddy and I wanted to share some of her favorites and some of my essentials just in the last 3 months that we have grown to love. She officially turns 3 months old on the 21st, which is crazy. I can't believe that much time has passed. Seems like more time has passed, but it also hasn't. I don't know if you guys have experienced that before. Nonetheless, have things that we like and things that she likes. So I wanted to share it with you. I liked watching these videos whenever I was pregnant, just kind of in preparation for baby, kind of knowing what to get, just ideas to put on my registry. So hopefully this helps, or if maybe you're shopping for someone, these might be some good ideas. My little lemon. Look at those little lemons. The first thing that she's been loving, just as she has become more interactive and more aware of her surroundings, is her little play gym. She could spend, 20, 30, 45 minutes in this thing and just be happy as a clam. And it just has the different hanging things, the little ornaments. You can move them around just based on, what they're liking. Her favorite is the bear. She talks to it and laughs at it, and it's actually super cute. But I really like it. You can get it at Target, I believe. I got mine from Amazon. It was part of my registry, so someone got it for us. But she loves that thing. So this rocker that she's in right now, she actually loved this when she first came home. So whenever she was just a little bit, we would put her in that and she would fall asleep. We'd have the music on, the little vibrating thing on. Now she'll hang out in it for a period of time before she gets bored, just because she wants to be entertained. But whenever she first came home, she lived in this thing and she absolutely loved it. So something else that was on my Amazon registry, I do believe that you can get Ingenuity, which is the brand. I know that you can get it at Target. I just don't know if you can get this specific rocker there. So something else that Teddy loves is her Boppy. And I actually loved this as well whenever I used it for breastfeeding. She's at the size now where I don't use this at all for breastfeeding. When she first came home, I use this all the time, just helps support. And before you kind of build up the muscular endurance to hold a baby while breastfeeding, just help kind of have her rest on it. Now what we use it for is, because she is more aware and more interactive, I'll put her in this, so kind of sits her up a little bit so that she can kind of look around and she can look at other things than what's just directly above her. And she really likes that. Also, I use this for her nap time, so don't come at me, but her naps, she lays sideways, and so the Boppy kind of helps secure her in a side lying position. I do have eyes on her the entire time that she's napping. I have cameras, so again, don't come at me, but she does lay on her side in this, which she absolutely loves. So yeah, Boppy. I know that a lot of people recommended the My Breast Friend, which is essentially this. It's a little bit of a different shape, which I'm sure works better for having baby lay in it. But it also has a strap that connects behind you. Now for me, I don't think that really would have worked very well, just because a lot of the times it was just me and her, or I didn't always have someone there that was able to hold her or help me put this on and then strap it behind me. And so this was nice because I could literally just plop it on, pull it off, and I didn't have to have anyone's help, and I could do that all while holding her. Definitely recommend getting multiple covers of things, just because spit up, especially when you're first breastfeeding, I feel like breast milk was everywhere all the time. So having multiple covers, kind of switch them out throughout the day as needed, super helpful. Another thing that she loves is a cheaper version of the Dockatot. So me personally, I was not looking to spend $175 on the Dockatot. So I got the cheaper version from Amazon. I think it was around $55 or something like that. But it's the same concept. It has the round ridge and then the flat center, and she hangs out in that. She actually sleeps in it right now in her bassinet. I like it just because it gives her more of a cozy feel. She doesn't have just this big open bassinet that she's laying and flailing all about. Now she is getting big, so she'll probably outgrow it here pretty soon, so I'll have to take it out. But the Dockatot, the cheaper version, the knockoff Dockatot, We used that a lot when she first came home. We would have it on the couch. She would nap in it, or she'd just be hanging out in it during her awake time. But it was nice to have her out here with us instead of having to be in her bassinet every time she napped. And I just personally liked her being close, and so having the Dockatot, the knockoff Dockatot, to be able to carry around with me was definitely very helpful. Telling the people? Me telling the people? Kind of going along with sleeping. So we originally used the Swaddle Me Swaddles. They worked for a little bit, but then we quickly realized that she is a fighter and she loves having her hands up by her face and up by her ears. And so we started using the Halo ones, the Halo Swaddles, and this is the Sleep Sack Swaddle. So we started using these, and they kind of contained her arms for a little bit, but she would break out of that thing. There would be multiple times where I'd come in after a nap, or, you know, whenever she was sleeping throughout the night, and her full arm was completely out. So I do use these. I have used these pretty regularly. I just kind of have to like pin her arms down and just keep an eye on her, make sure that she doesn't break out of it. But what we recently started using today actually is the nested bean. So I don't have a full like review or opinion about it. We just needed to find something else that would allow her to have, God bless you. We just had to find something that allowed her arms to be up near her face. And so this is the Nested Bean Sleep Sack, and it's the Zen 1. So it has the sleeves where her arm will come in here and her hands can be up by her face. And then whenever she's big enough, I can unzip these sleeves and it can be like a transition swaddle. So as her reflex starts to, you know, go down, and as she just gets more comfortable with having her arms free, then I can zip them off. It does have a little belly band thing to secure her torso, and then it just zips up. It has a two-way zip, and then there's a little bit of a weight on the chest. So like I said, I don't have a full opinion on it yet. We just started using it today, but like I said, we just needed to explore other options because the Halo Sleep Sack isn't really working for us. Again, with sleep is the Hatch sound machine. So I actually resisted getting this for the longest time because I just thought it was like one of those things, one of those trending things that everyone had, and so I just resisted it. But I actually love it. So we do the Taking Care of Babies sleep program guide thing, and in it she recommends sound machines, and so this is nice. I can control it from my phone. It has different colors, has different sounds. I can just tap it on. Hold down and it turns off. Has the brightness and the volume buttons on here. I like it because overnight she sleeps in her bassinet next to us and I have it plugged in. During the day, she naps in her crib in her room. And so I can unplug this and just carry it with us. And so she likes the white noise, and then I use a red light just because it's not stimulating to babies. It's not as stimulating as like a regular white light is. And so I can use this to kind of be able to see and look around without having to turn an overhead light on, which will wake her up and stimulate her. So I love using this. Like I said, I like being able to control it from my phone. I actually have a program on it so that between, I think like 8 and 8:15, it'll turn yellow and it'll have a bird chirping sound. That's really just as an alarm for me to make sure that we are up and starting our day. So another light, I don't use this light very much anymore, but I did use it a lot at the hospital, and it's this VAWA light. Got this off of Amazon. The only reason why I got this was because I knew that at the hospital, nurses would be in and out of our room a lot, and I just didn't want to be turning on the overhead light every time I needed to feed her, or change her, or check on her. So this was nice because I could just tap it on, maybe. And then once it's on, you can actually control the brightness. So you can put your hand on it and it'll go really dim or brighten it up. It also has the color, different colors and stuff. So maybe as she is older, I can use this as a nightlight in her room if she's not using the Hatch. But this was really nice just for the hospital. So I could kind of check on her without turning the big lights on. She has several naps throughout the day, and so with that comes some kind of monitoring system. I like having cameras just to be able to check on her without having to physically go and check on her. Also has like a sound thing, so if she's crying or moving around or making sound, it'll flash a certain color. But I use the VTech cameras. You can just find them at Target. They're pretty cheap. I know that there are more expensive options out there, but at least for us, this works just fine. Like I said, I can turn it on, and I did the dual camera, so we have one camera above her bassinet in our room, and then another camera above her crib in her room. So I like that I can kind of move them around as I need to, and I can check on her. I can talk to her through the cameras, which I haven't had to do yet, but I just really like it. The cameras themselves have night lights and sounds as well, but I haven't used it because I have the hatch. I guess if you didn't want to get the hatch, then you could just use that and it would probably work just fine. So the last couple of things, so she has sensitive skin. We do have a friend that works in pediatric dermatology, and so she has made some recommendations to us for skin products. And so the two things that we use to moisturize her skin, as much as I want to use the good smelling lotions like the Johnson & Johnson's or Aveeno or the Honest company or whatever, we can't really use that on her skin just because it is quite sensitive. So we use the Vanacream lotions. I know that you can get the lotion, I think a smaller tube of it at Target. These, I just got them on Amazon. So this is the moisturizing lotion. It is a lighter formula, so I use this on more of like an everyday basis. And then if she's having like dry patches or extra dry skin somewhere, then I'll use the moisturizing cream. And don't mind this, it's broken, dropped it as soon as we got it from Amazon. But we do use this for her skin and it works great. Her little Wubba Nub, so this is a cow, her name is Nellie. We're able to attach the pacifier that she likes to it, but this helps just because it helps kind of secure it to her, and that way she can't like shoot her pacifier out of her mouth like across the room. Now it still falls out. She's still learning how to keep the pacifier in her mouth on her own, but this is just kind of nice. Now it does become a little bit, hey, calm down. What are you doing, mama? Yeah. It can become a little bit of a pain, like if it's positioned weird and you're trying to put it back in her mouth and she's like fighting you, it kind of works against you sometimes. But for the most part, I do really like using this, and also whenever she's sleeping on her side, I can kind of tuck it underneath her so that it doesn't just fall out. She is pretty dependent on her pacifier right now. Until we can work her out of that, anytime the pacifier comes out of her mouth, she wakes up and then she's upset. So I try to keep it in her mouth for her, try to help her with that. And so I'll kind of tuck this wherever it needs to go to help her out. But yeah, her little Wubba Nub, got this at Target. I know a lot of people have the elephant or the giraffe, but I wanted something that was a little bit different and that you don't see very often. So this is Nellie the cow. All right, the last few products are actually essentials for me, things that I've been taking just as a breastfeeding mama and just postpartum care and all of that. First thing is the Nutrilite Perfect Pack. So I know that I had mentioned this in my day in the life vlog, I think. So these are just like daily packets, AM and PM. So I take one in the morning and then this one at night. It's just basically my daily essential vitamins. I took these all throughout pregnancy, and they just have helped me, stay healthy, and make sure that I have everything that I need. There are quite a few different things. So there's the XX multivitamin, multi-mineral phytonutrient tablet, concentrated fruits and vegetables, Balanced Health Omega, vitamin D tablet, another Omega, and another XX. So this just ensures that I am getting everything that I need. Like I said, I did take it throughout pregnancy. Also throughout pregnancy, I did take iron as well, just based on the recommendation that my midwife had. But yeah, love this stuff, and I've been using it even after having Teddy. And honestly, I think that that's why she's been so healthy and why she came out a big baby, was because I was taking good vitamins and she was able to keep all the nutrients that I was feeding to her while pregnant. I featured these products on my Instagram, if you follow me there. But these are the Legendary Milk products. This is the Pump Princess, and then the Sunflower Lecithin. So Sunflower Lecithin, it just helps reduce chances of mastitis. Thankfully, I have not had any issues with that. Probably because I take this on a regular basis. I just do the preventative dose. So this just makes sure that everything's good to go. And then the Pump Princess, this just helps optimize milk production, stuff like that. The next one I'm going to try is actually the Liquid Gold. So I'm interested to see how that works and what the difference is. But I do really like these. I feel like they've really helped with my milk production. And then the last thing I've been doing is the Lactation Cookies. So these are the milk makers. You can get these at Target. They also have a chocolate salted caramel flavor, which is really good as well. So yeah, really like these. I snack on these. I usually have 2 bags of these a day. But I really like them just because, like I said, I do feel like it helps with my milk production. I don't know what my milk production would look like without taking these products, but I'm taking them, and so it does seem to be helping as far as keeping it pretty consistent. And we're at the point now where you know, my milk will drop based on when she needs it, so it's more on demand, which has been really nice. So anyways, oh no, mama. So like I mentioned, just wanted to share with you just some of our favorite things that we have grown to love in the last few months. Oh, sorry, honey. I hope this helps. Make sure to leave any of your favorite products down below in the comments. I'd love to see what you guys recommend, what has worked for you, maybe what hasn't worked for you. But thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time. Say bye. Wait, bye.